Blitz on 2 is sponsored by Holy City Heating and Air, Steen Enterprises, Baker Motor Company, and True to Word.
Oh boy, it's that time again. Hey everybody, and welcome again to the Blitz on 2, an updated version, if you will. I'm Mark Morgan, I'm still tall, and every Friday at this time, we will be your one-stop shopping for all your high school football needs, speaking of tall.
Yeah, that is correct. I'm Dan Fanning, glad to have you back for another exciting season of high school football here in the Low Country. Can I get an amen as we start week 0 with the Holy War? Bishop England and Porter Gow. To Porter we go, and Bishop's leading 14-7 in the second quarter. Cyclones driving. Option pitch to J.J. Flood. 20-yard gain before he loses the rock, but there is Wes Freeman. He pounces on it. Later in the drive, PG must be wearing high waters because here comes a flood. J.J. dynamite down the right side into the end zone. 14-14 ball game. 2 minutes left in the half. BE responds. Jacob McCara hits Andrew Pride in stride. Jacob, we interviewed him in the 6 o'clock hour. We should have done a pro player instead. Shame on us. A big gain down to the 20.
Inside joke.
A few plays later, McCara rolls out, hits Zachary Rooney. Number 1 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. That makes it 21-14 Bishops. But we go to the board. And check this out, the Cyclones come roaring back.
Wow.
They win our game of the week, 35-31.
All right, we keep on rolling. We're going to Berkeley County now, where the Cane Bay Cobras open up their season with a stern test at home.
Yeah, that is right. Beaufort, the defending 3A state champs, looking to beat Road Warriors at Cane Bay this evening.
This looked to be one of the better games of the night. We pick it up 10-10 at the break. Going into the third quarter, Cobras will fumble deep inside their own territory, but the defense bows its back, according to the piece of paper in front of me. The Eagles will attempt to take the lead. This field goal coming up is blocked. Special teams, baby, going the other way. The score stays 10 apiece. Now, both teams continue to trade punches. Right here, the Cobras, nice gain by quarterback Mark Stewart. Look at him scamper, knocking some guys over, showing some grit right there, followed by a hard run by Buford's
Jaden Andrews.
Jaden Andrews, can't read my own writing. Jaden Andrews, takes a while to bring him down. To the board we go. Remember, Beaufort won the state championship last year, probably lost some guys, but what a win for Russell Zare's Cobras. 29-10 Cane Bay is your final.
All the Queens men, James Allen over at Stratford Ray Stackley Field. Here we go, Trojan kicker, Gray Dangerfield. We profiled him yesterday. The kick is good from 30 yards out, 10-7 Trojans. Then the ball thrown a little high for Stratford QB Jakin Davis to catch. He runs back to grab it, but in the end zone, that's another 2 points for JI, 12-7 Trojans. Raymond Owens on the coverage. There's next play. Handoff there by Jalen Brown Singleton. Returned all the way into the end zone for another score. Trojans now leading the Knights 18-7. And to the board we go. JI, wins 25-7.
Keep right on rolling now. Goose Creek against South Florence. And this was really a tough night for the Gators on the road in this one. South Florence kind of taking charge throughout this game, showing you kind of some wide action right here. South Florence, a team that was very, very good with Lenora Sellers last season, and then this year without him, they kind of showed their strength tonight as well. A really long night, as you see right here. Another conversion for the home team. 28-8 at that point. South Florence over Goose Creek. We go to the board. This is a tough one for our hometown guys. 54-14, South Florence over the Gators. The Blitz on 2 keeps right on rolling. An interesting matchup tonight involving one of many brand new coaches in the Low Country.
Yeah, that is right. A state champion in Florida. What can Eric Lodge now do with the Berkeley Stags? An interesting matchup begins his tenure with the Durr. I don't know. I tried to rhyme that. I don't know if it really did.
Dear.
Anyway, Berkeley and Timberland. Here we go. Scoreless first quarter. We will hear this name a lot over the next 4 years. It's freshman Henry Rivers. Quick pass to Caden Bash. Watch Bash do the rest. Bounces off a tackle. Races down the sideline. Makes another man miss. Wow, how do you do? Man. We may see this later in the show as Staggy, my main man, gets down. 7-0 home team. Ensuing kickoff. Timberland here at number 12. Fields it maybe about the 10-yard line. Follows his blocks down the visitor sideline. Picks him up, puts him down. What a nice return there by the visiting team. Then later, that sets this up. 24 up the middle, bounces off another man, rumbles into the end zone. That makes it 7-6. We are still waiting on a final score. If somebody may have to bring that in or at least let us know, we will update you by the end of the night.
Elsewhere, Lower Richland visiting West Ashley. There's the Wildcats running onto the field. Watch Mason White right here. We know West Ashley loves to run the ball and play good defense. That was the type of game this was tonight. Nice gain of 7 right there by Mason White. Then the handoff to Kevin Brown. 2-yard touchdown run, getting those tough yards when it matters the most. The PAT was good for the homestanding Wildcats. They led it 7-0. Opened up a little bit, did this game later as we go to the board. Wildcats win on a game-winning field goal, 23-20. Great win for West Ashley tonight.
And we come back east of the Cooper, Lake Marion and Lucy Beckham. Bengals defensive player right here. Lake Marion QB fumbles the shotgun snap. Jaden Moore, no relation, scoops it up. Lucy Beckham in business. Power running here. Steven Seegers up the middle. Watch the pile move. Rumbling, bumbling, keep those feet moving. Big gain there by Steven Seegers. Then they don't blow the whistle. TD backs it up a bit. Then it's the rugby scrum another time. Seegers in that pile. We think touchdown Lucy Beckham. They lead 7-0. They go on to open up a can from there. Your final score as we go to the board. Wow, Lucy Beckham in their second full year of varsity football wins the opener big, 53-0.
And we're just getting warmed up here on the Blitz on 2. We're going to step away for a brief timeout.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, we kind of redid the dig. So hopefully you like new logo.
This is all new.
Thank you.
This is new.
Yeah, when we come back, we check in from Georgetown County and with the defending 2A runners-up, Oceanside. Stay with us. And welcome back into the Blitz on 2. An emotional week for Philip Simmons, rallying around teammate Gunnar Yoakum, whose appeal was overturned and he is eligible this season.
That was great news. Dan was there to speak with him when all that occurred. Now, Andrews, a 9-win team a year ago, facing Philip Simmons tonight. The Iron Horses 7-4 last year, lost in the first round of the playoffs. This team looking to move on a little farther this year. So this looked to be one of the better games of the night. Let's show you what happens. Philip Simmons hosting Andrews. Iron Horses charging onto the field for the 2023
Pun
opener.
intended.
Yeah. First quarter, Philip Simmons moving the ball. KJ Asbury, brand new friend of the show, takes the handoff and heads right at you. I know, Dan, I bailed out a bit. It's week 0.
That's another high school guy that we interviewed, though.
I'm a little gun shy on the
Shame on
sidelines. KJ, though, inside the 5, first and goal, Iron Horses. Sherrod Williams takes the toss. He takes it in for the 3-yard score. PAT is good. 7-0 Philip Simmons. Yellow Jackets with it now. The pitch to A.J. Lee. He goes around the right side for a nice 15-yard gain. Looking good. Andrews
we saw
moving
that last week in
sticks.
the Jamboree in Berkeley County.
Yeah, but big defensive play. Michael Spignardo. Remember that name, Dan. Watch this pick as he grabs Andrews' pass and heads for the end zone. Looks like he might get in, but he's knocked down inside the 10. That led to an Iron Horses field goal. 10-0 home team. Then Taven Orlana to Spignardo. That's right, 5 yards for a touchdown. He's doing it on both sides of the ball. 17-zip Iron Horses at that point. To the board we go. It is a rout. Philip Simmons just may be one of the better teams in the Low Country. I know it's week 0. We'll see. 52-28, your final.
Yeah, we may have to reach out to Coach Eric Bendig, see his dancing moves.
Yep.
Battle of new coaches, Milan Turner and HANAHAN Bradley Adams back at G-Town. First quarter scoreless. Owen Powell play action deep to Miller Nash. Nash does the rest. Watch out, Russell the muscle on the sideline gets knocked down, but he's still ticking. Bulldogs lead 6-0. That lead does not last long. Friend of the show, Kayvon Rivera. Battering ram, rumbles 51 yards in for the score. Kayvon had 6 touchdowns.
How many?
6 touchdowns on the night. Wow. That made it 7-6 to the board. We go from Georgetown. The Hawks fly high, 45-34.
All right, let's keep this thing in Georgetown County. First quarter, Warriors on the move. This is St. James against WACCAMAW. Andrew great on the quarterback keeper. First down and more near the sideline, but that drive would stall WACCAMAW obviously on the attack right here. The Sharks turn now. Last play of the quarter, Connor Schwalm goes deep. Where is Cooper Kelly? There's Cooper. That's a nice 41-yard pitch and catch right there. Big play. Sharks take a 7-0 lead after 12 minutes. But Kelly wasn't done. Warriors looking to move the ball through the air, but Colin Benhe over the middle. But Kelly, all-out extension, takes it away near
Chris
midfield.
Parks helping us out up there in Myrtle
Parks.
Beach.
Big shout out to Chris Parks. That would lead to a Schwalm connecting with Jason Faulkner, and the senior will do the rest. He's coming right at us.
Watch out, Chris.
39 yards to the house, and the Sharks are ahead 14-0. Right before the half, another great drive capped off by Schwalm. 1 yard in. St. James with a 21-0 lead at the break. This club, year in, year out, one of the best teams in the Low Country. Your final, it's a shutout. St. James over WACCAMAW 49-0. We now turn to a Low Country team that fell just short of a state title last season.
Yeah, Oceanside Collegiate advanced to the state title a year ago for the first time in school history. Land Sharks trying to do a little bit better in 2023. The opening kickoff here as the Land Sharks come onto the field at Johnson Haygood Stadium. Watch this. Opening kickoff. Watch the lick by Johnny Gunn.
Oh!
Good night. You got jacked up. Land Sharks recover, but turn it over on downs. There, after a Lions fumble punt, friend of the program, Edward Reidenbach, muscles his way in from 2 yards out. The Stripes, there he is, gives it to him, 7-0 OCA. Oceanside run defense stuffs the Lions on their next drive, and pretty much the whole night a host of Sharks swarm to the ball right there. Low scoring in the first quarter, but as we go to the board, OCA now moves to 1-0 on the season. Land Sharks win 24-7.
All right, let's check out a few other scores around the Low Country. Nice win by North Charleston. Again, one of those programs trying to kind of get over the hump, much like Stall, a few other programs in the Low Country. Cougars, easy over a Military Magnet tonight, 32-6.
To Johns Island we go. The Islanders hosting Ridgeland Hardyville. Islanders there looking for a win in the opener. Josh Brown scrambles, tosses out to C.J. Drayton, 20 yards in for the score. Nicely done there by Bryant, filming his first game for us the evening. Nicely done there. Stayed with it, Bryant. Very nice there on the touchdown. PAT, though, was no good. St. John's leads 6-0. A defensive struggle early on. Again, one of these scores, if you have a score for us tonight, please send it in. There again, St. John's and Ridgeland Hardyville. Same face, new place. Johnny Waters, big fans of ours. We're big fans of him. Turned First Baptist into a skis of power. What can he do now at Northwood Academy?
That's right. The Chargers hoping tonight to snap a 29-game losing streak with Greenwood Christian in town, rather. Let's check it out. To the Carnes community in Berkeley County we go. There's Johnny Waters right there. Northwood Academy Chargers taking on the Christian Hawks. New Chargers head coach Johnny Waters. We saw him right there on the sidelines. As we get started right there, quarterback Austin Grady passes to Jeremiah Singleton. He heads off to the side, avoids some traffic, and then makes his move towards the end. As you saw, touchdown Chargers, 7-0 Northwood. Greenwood quarterback Cade Heaton sees an opening and throws the ball. Northwood's number 9, Dallin Ratira right there sees an opportunity to snatch it out of the air, grabs it for the interception. A few plays later, Northwood quarterback Austin Grady to Rhett Hill. Where is Rhett? He's right there, and he's running into the end zone. And another good kick for the extra point made it 14-0 Northwood. To the board we go. This is a big deal.
How about that?
Last night, Stall beat Burke to snap a 23-game losing streak. Tonight, Northwood over Greenwood, 28-26. The Chargers snap a 29-game losing streak.
Yeah, that may be part of the Friday night focus for next week. Here we go, Northside and First Baptist. Mark, go ahead.
Third quarter, Hurricanes trail 19-6. First Baptist with a big play. Jacoby Riley will hit Marique Gibbs right there out of the backfield. Watch Gibbs matriculate down the field, avoiding tacklers, showing some moves and speed. 50 yards later, touchdown Hurricanes. Then they try for two. Watch Riley find Russell Lee. Where is Russell? I know he's there. There he is. That's easy.
Our parents from the same Sunday school class. Thought you should know.
That's why I do this show with you. That made it. That was a two-point conversion. 19-14 Hurricanes trail. To the board we go. First Baptist pulled within 5. And then as we check the final, to the board we go. 45-42, a shootout. Northside Christian wins it.
Here we go, Pinewood Prep and first-year head coach Devontae Holloman, my favorite South Point alum here in town, taking on Beaufort Academy. First drive, Beaufort running back Devontae Green broke through the line for a solid gain and a first down. Despite the big gain, Beaufort did not have to punt later on the drive. After an offsides there from Beaufort, Pinewood running back picked up a few solid gains before they failed to convert on fourth down. Beaufort capitalized on the good field position. Running back Devontae Green put the Eagles there up 6-0 after taking it in for a long rushing touchdown.
There he goes.
Pinewood, they had the lead during the game, a back and forth affair, but they come up 4 points short. Beaufort Academy wins 27-23.
Once again, a real brief timeout right here on the Blitz on 2.
That's right. When we come back, we'll take a look at some more scores. Also, our play of the night. Stay with us. You're watching the Blitz on 2.
All right, welcome back to the Blitz on 2 with Dan Fanning. I'm Mark Morgan. We're going to put a bow on this thing right now. One other final to mention, and it ties into our play of the night. Berkeley over Timberland in a shootout. Stags win it 36-32.
Yeah, that is right. We go back to Berkeley for our play of the night. Here we go. Henry Rivers, quick pass to Caden Bash like Baby Bash. He spins the body like a cyclone. I think that was Baby Bash. Anyway, watch as Caden does the rest. Bounces off a tackle, races down the sideline, eludes another man. Wow, what a run there by Caden Bash. That is our play of the night.
All right, just a few final thoughts, Dan. One of my main takeaways, obviously, Northwood Academy breaking that 29-game losing streak. That is tough for kids to go season after season. That's 2+ seasons, right, of losing football games. Johnny Waters has done a great job right away, so that was cool tonight. Yeah,
when I talked with Johnny during the preseason, he said he thinks that Northwood was a diamond in the rough. They had a lot of success a decade ago. I think maybe won a state title. So Johnny Waters, pun intended, something must be in the water up there at Northwood. So congrats to them. Congrats to Stahl last night. Thanks for tuning in for week 0 of the Blitz.
That's right. Thanks for watching. He's Dan. I'm Mark. We'll see you next Friday.